Today's sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And his first look is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he got near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down to the 11.
Here we go. Here we go.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision, just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
Rodgers again now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers. He's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Broncos nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Into the secondary past the 40. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. That's a nice explosive play there, and this defense told us we have to have our eyes right on their RPO sets, and they did not have their eyes right.
I love that term, eyes right, meaning they have to be in the proper place and read your keys. And a smart thinking guy running an offense can see when you break down on that, and he took full advantage of it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, Brown, a nice catch. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And Marquise Brown is definitely a guy who can take the top off of a defense and make the big catches downfield. Also known as Hollywood, now in his 3rd season from Oklahoma. Wants to make more catches like the one we just saw there, the routine variety.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Quick slant to Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers being chased out left. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Rodgers going to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. On the give is Nwangu. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Throwing is Bridgewater. This will be caught. Judy. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Jerry Judy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down. He's able to find Wallace. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers, incomplete, right side to Cook. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Watkins here. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. CD, you remember John Elway?
Oh, boy. How could I forget John Elway and how many NFL defenses? So glad he's no longer throwing the ball around.
Well, Elway threw for 51,475 yards, and we just saw him go past that number for career passing yards.
That means his career now as memorable as John Elway's, and that's a pretty significant accomplishment.
Man, what an accomplishment it is. Congratulations. And he's still doing it. Still doing it at a high level. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Open man Watkins. Touchdown, Baltimore. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes as the Ravens push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Another nice decision there by Marcus Peters to go for the football, and he comes down with it yet again. Since coming into the league in 2015, no one has more interceptions than Marcus Peters. He's averaged better than 5 per year.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Rodgers. He's got his man, it's Andrews. Give him 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Check. 49, check 49, check.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he whips that one incomplete there.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike 6. Let's go, baby. Turn up.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally, I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. He's got his tight end Fant. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Bridgewater's throw into the hands of Fant. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Watch 36 to Mike. Rip right.
Here's Bridgewater. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Steps away to his left. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, he's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish, because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Sam Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd and 10, Bridgewater. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fields this way up at the 17. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now, 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting him at this point.
Back to it after the pick six. Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Play action now. Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Watkins diving. He's got it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1. 19-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking sideline, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia.
And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception. They've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Throwing, Bridgewater. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Bridgewater's throw there complete to Hamler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Bridgewater again. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Check three. Delta. Dudes. You gonna take.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. Drops this off with Nwangu. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
You can't block me.
Bridgewater on 1st down. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. Touchdown, Broncos! Kene Nwangu. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. McManus's point after is good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Rodgers again now. And this head straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. Throwing on second and long. Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll roll him out right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They're going to try and throw. This will be caught. Judy. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. On play action, it's Bridgewater. This is the tight end fan. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On third down, Bridgewater.
They'll get this to Nwangu.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Desperation time. Fourth down, Bridgewater. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He got 29 yards that time. Here's Bridgewater. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. The 40. 20. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. K.J. Hamler returning it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Back to it after the pick 6. Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Eluding the pressure right. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The Broncos on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Bridgewater. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
But he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Rodgers.
That's to Watkins. What a grab that was.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right, going for it all. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
And the Broncos expected big things out of Jerry Jeudy, their #1 pick in 2020. But he really had to make a jump with the injury to Cortland Sutton. Almost 900 yards last year. A nice grab there.
Escaping the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater.
Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And again, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Rodgers throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Rodgers throwing here. And he's got his man on the out route. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
yeah. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Give him 30 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And that is caught on the right sideline but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. Flushed out right. This pass caught by Hamler. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Target. Mike, 36.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And it would seem as if their three-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Dancing to his left. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Bridgewater's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Bridgewater. Being chased out left. And this one's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
To the air again with Bridgewater. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Hey, we got to get this stopped.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.